Hello and welcome to I Want to Grow, and I Want to Grow is all about that, right? It's about our growth. But today is a little bit different. Today we're celebrating 90 years of the British Council. And today we have a fantastic guest on our podcast, and it's Sandrupa.
Sathrupa, yes.
Sathrupa.
Yes.
I am sorry for the mispronunciation, but welcome to our podcast.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to British Council for completing 90 years. It's a big deal.
It's a magnificent journey.
Yes, I'm sure.
I've been really blessed that I've spoken now with 65 people to celebrate. And the work that they do is beyond words. I can try and bring out all these amazing, fantastic. The biggest word is unbelievable what they've achieved.
Absolutely.
The ripples in the lives that they've changed and how they've empowered others is beyond words.
I couldn't agree more. So true.
Yeah. So tell me about yourself and tell me what you do.
Okay. I'm Sathrupa Nandy. Originally, I'm from India, but right now, Qatar is what I call home. For the last 12 years, actually 13 now. I live here with my husband and my 11-year-old son. When it comes to education, I have been in the profession for about, let's say, 18 years now. And with the Next Generation School, this is my 6th year.
And you're the principal?
Yes, I am the headmistress at Al Wukair Primary Campus.
That's a big responsibility.
It is, because I have been an O-level teacher for a very long time in various British schools here.
I'm starting, when you say things like O-levels, I'm starting to regress back to the times that I was doing my O-levels. They were, oh my word. I didn't get any of them, by the way.
Okay.
But I remember the education system back then. Mm-hmm. With your school, it's completely different. You do things in a different way.
We try, of course.
I think what you're doing is amazing. Tell us about the things that you're doing at your school.
Okay. See, TNG, the association of TNG with British Council has been from 2011. TNG is a school, it's young. We just celebrated our 15 years of quality education. What we are trying to inculcate the 21st century traits into our learners. Because, at the heart of everything we do are the learners. So we are trying our best to ensure that they come in with some innovation, with some creativity. And, we're very proud to say that we are a school that wants to take risks. We tell our teachers it's okay to fail. That's not a problem. Please try. Please keep trying. Don't give up on your researches. Don't give up on being innovative. Let's try together. British Council has given so many opportunities for leadership conferences, not just in Qatar, but across the globe. And some of our representatives have been there. They come back with those ideas. We implement those ideas. We try to ensure that it's given to every stakeholder. There's a voice of every stakeholder in TNG. And together, we're trying really hard to achieve what our mission and vision tells us to.
You talk about research, and I know that I had a conversation with one of your colleagues. But research is such a part of that kind of... that you try and get everybody. You talked about the school teacher, but you even get the students.
Yes, absolutely. So right now we are having this NSRC. It's a national research, and 2 of our teams from Wukair Primary have been qualified for this research. We're trying to be sustainable in our own way. We're trying to ensure the children learn sustainability, not just theoretically, but they practice and implement it in their daily lives.
Yeah.
That's what we want to do. We want to let them know learning a skill is not a theoretical thing. It's something that needs to be done on an everyday basis. I sometimes read. So I was reading something that Sir William Pollard had once said. He was saying that learning and innovation, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
The arrogance of success is if you start believing that what you have done yesterday is going to be sufficient for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I completely live by that. Because today technology is the new pen and paper, you see? So that's what we go by. We try to innovate. We try to give whatever we can possibly as a school at this point of time to our learners. Let them innovate. Let them be creative. Let them research, come up with ideas. And then we see how we implement them in our daily lives. And inculcate it into the curriculum and make learning fun.
I want to ask, there's something that I just want to ask now.
Yes.
Your son is 11 years old.
Yes.
Has he ever gone to your schools?
My school, yes, he has.
Oh, wow.
He has.
That must have been some peer pressure there, right?
No, he doesn't study in this school because I came to TNG just like 6 years back, as I
Okay.
told you. But right from EYFS, my son is in a different school. We didn't want to change because he's already had friends and
Yeah,
all of that. But, whenever he visits my school, he tells me, Mama, why can't I be here? I said, I'd love it, but just that you have your friends, you tell me that you don't want to leave your friends. But he is inspired.
What is it like when you're teaching young kids? And it must be very, I won't say frustrating, but to be able to teach them sometimes the first words or help them read and write for the first time, that must be the most rewarding thing that you could ever possibly experience.
Believe me, when you teach, there's no pressure. It is a joy. This is a profession where you're dealing with young minds, young hearts every day. And today you see everything has become very challenging. It's very competitive. So children are going through a lot. There is a lot of mental well-being that we're talking about every day. But today things have changed. So teaching is a profession where you have to have that passion for it. You have to find the joy. When I was a teacher and when I walked into any classroom and when I saw a spark in the eyes, when we started off a discussion, moved forward with the discussion, when you start pushing students toward high order thinking where they are actually thinking to come up with something, you see that engagement, you've done your job. You feel really happy. There's no pressure. I would wait to go back to class. And when my students come back and tell me, I'm trying to find this answer, it's not coming to me. I know I've done my job. I've given them food for thought. That's how I look at teaching. For me, it was never pressure.
And what you just mentioned pressure. When you become the headmistress of your school that you're at that now, did you have to pinch yourself before you went into school that day? Did you think or was it one of those that all of a sudden life's going to change because now you've got all the responsibilities of the world on your shoulders?
And no, it actually happened quite organically for me. I started off as teacher in TNG, and TNG has always been producing good results. So somewhere I joined in, and I also produced good results. The best part about TNG, why I stick on to this organization, is that there's a lot of scope for growth for everybody. Everybody. You are in TNG, if you actually enjoy your work and you have the passion for it, it lets you grow. So I was promoted as the deputy headmistress because they, of course, might have seen something in me. And I started enjoying those responsibilities because now you are responsible for a lot of other things apart from just teaching. And of course, I was over the moon, if I may say so, when I got this news that I am going to be promoted, but I can't miss out on my previous headmistress, who's Miss Asma Asim. She was a wonderful, wonderful lady, I tell you. When she was leaving, she suggested I was working as her deputy, and I was learning a lot of work from her. And then, of course, we have our mentor, our principal, who's leading all the 8 campuses of TNG, Miss Elia Rizvi.
8 campuses?
Yes, Miss Elia Rizvi. And she is always there. She's like a guide, a mentor. So we don't really get to feel the pressure. Work is there. There's a lot to do. But when work doesn't feel like work, you start to enjoy it. And that's what we are doing. The responsibility is there, yes.
And I don't think, and I'm going to just touch on the subject briefly, because I don't think AI is going to take that magic away from you teachers, you inspirers with your students. It's never going to take that away.
No.
And everybody's worried about that, but I don't think it's going to bring it. It's like the calculator, right?
Correct.
The calculator wanted to be banned back in those. You can't take them into exams, and now calculators are accepted. And I think AI is going to be accepted because I think that the wealth of knowledge that it can bring you, and it can help you with the research.
Absolutely.
I think there are the positives, but they're never going to, with meeting your colleague as well today, and meeting you, they're never going to replace you, that's for sure. Because
I'm sure about it. What you feed in as the human is what it gives back to you. You are the one feeding it, right? So AI is not feeding itself. And also the other thing that I see here is that yes, AI is very helpful if you know how to utilize it. And it is this one thing I just remembered. It's a small anecdote that I'd like to share. And I was talking to one of my colleagues. She told me, she's the science lead at our school. She told me that, Satrupa, when we do research, we need to tell our teachers that go and type in Google what are the topics and what can we do. If Google is giving you solutions, if it's giving you a topic, let's not take it. Let's think of something that Google hasn't thought about. So I think replacing humans is not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
No,
it's not going to. It's
possible.
just not possible.
At least not in this profession.
And not in this profession, because it's got to be that desire inside of you.
Yes, absolutely.
It's in your DNA.
Yes.
And it's a very special place. Lots of responsibility, obligation, which all those big, strong words that are on your shoulders, doing the right things, making the right decisions, is on your shoulders. And that takes a special individual.
It does. I believe, and I feel very blessed and honored that I have this responsibility. In the hiring process, when we hire teachers, the first thing I say is, what I expect. So my first expectation is come in with a smile. Come in with a smile. Come in with an open heart. Be ready to learn. You may have 30 years of experience backing you. That's all right. But you have to learn every day because things are changing. The students we are dealing with are digital natives. We aren't. So we're learning things every day. So I said, just come in with an open heart. Be ready to learn. Be open to criticism. Come with a smile. Because smile is infectious. It's contagious.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. When you smile, you will see the children that you are teaching, the cohort, they're going to smile too. Very important to me.
Does it ever catch you sometimes that the obligation that's on you guys to kind of take these young kids and bring them into this world and teach them as best as you possibly can? That's a lot of responsibility.
It is. We are very aware of where we are. You see, at Wooker Primary, if I tell you, we have 22 nationalities of students, okay?
It's incredible.
Yes, the diversity, and also teachers from 8 nationalities. So we also have to be careful. We have to be sensitive towards everybody.
Yeah.
So ensuring that, making sure of that, at the same time, making sure you respect each other. We are all sitting in Qatar. It's such a wonderful country giving us everything. We have to respect what it stands for. So aligning with Qatar's guidelines, aligning with the school's mission and vision, and ensuring that everybody is happy and not hurt in the process. That is definitely a very big responsibility, I'd say.
TNG, 15 years.
15 years.
That's a huge benchmark. I know that the 90 years is massive.
Yes.
But for 15 years, that's a huge benchmark for you guys.
Yes, it is. Most definitely. Now, if I begin about the collaboration with British Council, I think we first started collaborating in 2011, if I'm not wrong, because that's when we got our license for the Cambridge checkpoint, because we are a primary campus that is from year 1 to year 6. And we had our first checkpoint exams last year, and I just want to tell you that my team performed excellently. We had 25 students who sat, and out of them, 5 students got a full score in all 3 core subjects. And we were above the international average. And also the IGCSE branches that we have in Aldain and Wakra Secondary, they are now IGCSE centers also. So British Council is like a bridge, between the Cambridge assessments and the school. So, and it helps us in every possible way. And also another thing that I can remember right now is the PSGN courses that British Council offers to our teachers.
It's amazing how they have a real sense of empowering, of supporting. They really do have this understanding, and they really do care about individuals and organizations like yourself. But it's great how you're doing things too. Let's take nothing away from what you guys are doing. It's massive. And for these young children, that you're setting them out on their journey is, again, I think with me, I think the responsibility is so huge, but you're taking it in your stride. And the way that you're doing things, and I know I've got an understanding of the way you do things, is a little different. What for the next, you've been with them now for 6 years, what's the 6 next years that you think that you're going to improve on, that you're going to grow with?
We want to see what our primary students can do, because we have understood that they are capable of a lot of things. a lot, because this year we had the sustainable fashion show from British Council where 2 of our campuses participated. And I think we did a phenomenal job. And the learning was immense. It was huge. Children came back and told me that we love doing it, Maybe when I grow up, I want to be a designer and use sustainable material to help the globe.
How powerful is that?
That is the power. Sometimes we have to stop calling them extracurricular activities.
Exactly.
Now. They are not extra.
I think the one thing with me is when people relate to things is soft powers. They're not the soft powers.
Yeah.
They're our strength.
These are huge strengths. These soft skills that we call, these are going to be the major ones that will decide your future in the coming years. And that's exactly what Next Generation School is trying to do. We're trying to ensure that we equip our children with those skills. They should know how to communicate. They should know how to collaborate. It's very important. We don't want them to think about the problems. Problems are going to be there. We can't take that away. Change is constant. It's the only constant. The owner of our school, Mr. Riaz Bakal, he always says that think about how you can be leaders of tomorrow. And leaders create leaders. So at TNG, we're trying to create leaders who think from a perspective of solving the problem. The approach should be different. We should not think or brood over the problem. Instead, let's think of how can we solve it. So that's exactly what we are trying to do.
And it's I say this so many times. In life, the fundamentals stay the same. It's just that what are you going to do extra to make it special?
Yes.
And I've known and understood a little bit about your school and the people within your school and the owners, as you just said. You are very special people.
Thank you.
You are creating something that those kids are going to school and the fundamentals are exactly the same as every other school. But what are you going to make a difference to give them those extra pieces that is going to absolutely make them excel? And that's what I like about your school. And in each of us, so the fundamentals of school, teaching, learning, but all of us are different. Some of us are going to be creative. Some of us are going to be academic. Some of us are going to be going off and doing what we feel that we do. You're giving them all the tools to be able to do in any of those sectors.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It feels so good when these children who have actually passed school, they come back to us, they are our alumni, they come back and they are working in various parts of the world, doing very good work. Some of them have joined even NGOs. They come back and talk about the work they are doing and they say that how much they have been inspired by the school. The beauty is that you have to lead by example. You don't tell students, okay, you have to do this research, but you have to first model it for them. So we have a research program running for the teachers as well. So the teachers do it first. They model it to the students. That's how the students learn. So we don't tell them, okay, you have to do this. It doesn't work that way. You are the role model. What you do is what students follow. That's how they learn. So that's the beauty, I think.
Yeah, you're doing an incredible job in your school, and congratulations. Do you look forward to what you're going to be doing with the British Council over the next few years? They seem to be non-stop too. They're ever evolving, they're ever supporting.
Yes, absolutely. Especially, I'll tell you some of the leadership conferences that I have attended. One of the Cambridge Checkpoint conferences I attended this year. It was so helpful. They are ready to help in any which way that we need them at any given point of time. They're very cooperative, very helpful. And I'm very curious to know what is it that they have in store for us in the future, because we'd like to really participate more, because the kind of learning I have seen, in 2023 also you had this initiative called Cut the Cloth. That was aligned with sustainability. Again, Bouquet Primary had taken part and we had received this letter of appreciation from your organization. So we were very happy, because these kind of accolades, it does mean a lot to the teachers and the students.
Course.
And the parent body. Is that something I have seen firsthand? So I would love to do a lot more in the future. So we're just waiting for more opportunities for the primary section, because that's what I'm dealing with right now. So I'd be more than happy.
I think your message is going to be a really good one to the British Council, because they're very humble, they're very supportive, they're wonderful people.
Absolutely.
I am just so proud of them and what they're achieving right now. I can't believe the amount of work that they're doing, and there's just not enough hours in the day, but they manage to be doing this all over the world.
Yeah, and when we were celebrating 15 years of quality education this year, we had a small little celebration at our own campus. Now, we called people from the British Council, and they did make the time from their busy schedules to come watch the whole program, which was almost 2.5 hours. And they were very appreciative about it. Not just that, they shared it on their LinkedIn account also. So that made us feel really special.
That's who they are. I've come to learn now. That's exactly who they are. And I'm seeing this coming up, the things coming up on the screen. That's who they are. And that's why we love them.
Same here, and it's 90 years. I wish them all the best. I'm sure they're going to make it 100 in the next 10 years, and we want to make this collaboration stronger in the coming 10 years.
I'm sure that it's going to be a bond. Once you start working with the British Council, it's a bond forever.
I'm sure.
I've got to ask you a difficult question now.
Okay.
What is the one word that best describes the British Council to you?
One word? Actually, there are lots of words that are actually coming in my head right now.
It's not an easy one.
Yeah, it's not an easy one.
It's a difficult one.
Very inclusive.
Okay.
Very, very inclusive, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge quality to have, especially when you are working in a country with such diverse requirements also, I would say.
I agree with you.
They're very, very inclusive. I feel so proud. My students were happy, my teachers were happy, and that's what I really like.
Your message for these guys that are working tirelessly to make these things happen, I can't be happier with what you're saying, for them to hear this. Thank you so much for being on our podcast.
Thank you so much, Steve. It was wonderful talking to you. It's such a wonderful host.
Yeah, just keep up that great work that you're doing, and be that inspiration to your young son, because it sounds he's so proud of you, and what the work that you're doing. I would be proud of you too. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a lovely, lovely podcast.